Hello my crochet friends, this is Raina. So yesterday on August 21st was my first anniversary of starting my YouTube channel. So thank you all so much for joining me to crochet all these fun things I've created so far. And definitely stay tuned and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I have so many ideas and new projects on the way. And so today, to celebrate my first year on YouTube, I wanted to make a second edition of my very first project, which was Venetian square. And it's because the first video is a bit blurry and I just want you to have a better quality tutorial to crochet this beautiful piece. And so these Venetian squares, they will make up a stunning table runner. And you have a choice of how big you want it to be. So mine has 3 times 7 squares total. And one square measures about 3 inches on each side. And I used 1 skein of Aunt Lydia's cotton crochet thread. And I think I actually could make 3 more squares what's left here. So you could do 3 times 8 and a little bit longer. And so this is a size 10 thread. I used light pink. And the crochet hook is size 1.5 millimeters. And let's do this pretty table runner together. And we start with slip knot. And then we need to chain 20. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And next we need to count the 8th chain from the hook. So here 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we need to double crochet into that 8th chain. Okay, so this is our first little square. And now chain 2. Skip 2 chains, 1, 2, and double crochet into the next chain. Here's our second square. Again, chain 2, skip 2 chains, 2, double crochet into the next. Repeat 2 chains, skip 2 chains below, and double crochet into the next. And one more time. 2, skip 2 chains, and now double crochet into that last chain. This is our first row of little squares. We need to do a total of 5 of these. To start the next one, chain 5. 3, 4, 5, and turn. And now just double crochet into that double crochet here of the previous row. So the 5 chain that makes up the corner here. Now repeat chain 2 and double crochet into the next double crochet stitch, chain 2, double crochet into the next, chain 2, double crochet into the next, chain 2, and the last one, chain 2, and then count 2 chains here, first, second, and then I insert my hook into the third and double crochet to make the last square, and then repeat this and make 3 more rows. Chain 5 first, turn, and do the double crochets and 2 chains, 5 little squares on each row. So you're gonna end up with the square of these little squares. I finished my 5 rows of squares, and next we're going to single stitch across the edge of the square. So for that, turn the square sideways and start single crocheting into that first little square, and do 3 single crochets here, 2 and 3, and then single crochet into that column connection point here, single crochet twice into the next space, again single crochet into that next connecting point, again twice into the space, and 1 into the connection point. And when you've done 3 little squares, now we're going to crochet the loop of 9 chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And here, now turn the square around and count 2 single crochets here, so because we have to skip them, 1, 2, and slip, insert hook into the next and do the slip stitch there, just to attach the loop. And now again I turn, bring my yarn from front to back so that I can start working my single crochet stitches into the loop. And so I don't do any chains, I just start single crocheting, and I'm gonna do 3 single crochets. Next we need to do picot. It's a 3 chain picot, so chain 3, and now insert hook into that single crochet, those 2 loops of single crochet, the last one, pull your thread through and through the last chain loop as well, so it's kind of like a slip stitch here. Continue single crochets into the 9 chain loop and make 2. Next picot, chain 3, again insert hook into those 2 loops of the single crochet below here, pull the thread through as a slip stitch, and picot is made. 2 single crochets and a 3rd picot, chain 3, insert hook through the loops of last single stitch, pull the thread through all loops, chain 2, single crochet 2, 4th picot, 3 chains, and slip stitch into the single crochet below, single crochet 2 more, and last 5th picot, 3, and slip stitch here. We have 5 picots, and we finish this with 3 single crochets. After the 3 single crochets into the loop, I'm going to continue working straight into that next little square space and make 2 single crochets like before, 1 in here, and now we're at the corner square. We're going to single crochet 5 in here. 2, 3, 4, 5. And here is my thread end. That's the beginning end. And I'm going to now bring it with me and stitch, keep it inside my stitches for a while, so it will be nicely attached and I don't have to weave in later. So that's up to you, but I like to do that and keep it here. And next, do the single crochet into that next connection point, and then continue 2 single crochets in space, 1 in here, 2 into the space, and 1 in here. Again, we've done the 3 little squares. Time to do the loop. So let's do the second one together as well. Chain 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Turn. Nine, then turn, count 2 single crochets down here. So this is the first one, that doesn't count. Count the next one, 1, next one 2, insert hook into that third, and do the slip stitch and turn again. Single crochet 3 into the loop, 2, 3, and 2 first, picot, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch into that last single crochet, 2 more single crochets, second picot, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch into the last single crochet, 2 more single crochets, third picot, two more single crochets, fourth picot, 2 single crochets, fifth picot, and finish with 3 single crochets. And now continue crocheting the edge. So we're going back to the space here, 2 single crochets, 1 in here, and 5 into the corner. So then repeat this 2 more times until you get to that last little square here. I finished my 4 loops on each side. I'm here my last little square. I need to do 2 more single crochets in here because I already did 3 when I started this round. And now I'm going to slip stitch into that first single crochet. So we're done with that round. Next one is gonna be easy. Start with 7 chains, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now find the second picot on this loop, so here, and insert your hook in it. Pull your thread through and do the slip stitch to attach this chain. Next chain 9, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And skip next picot, find next one. So this here, insert your hook in it, pull your thread through and pull through the loop as well, slip stitch, and we have attached our chain. Again, chain 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now this one we're going to attach to the corner. So for that we need to count the third single stitch here. So here's the first one, 2, and third, the middle one, and I'm just gonna do the slip stitch again to attach, and then I continue the same way. 7 chains, 4, 5, 6, 7. Skip next picot and find that second one here, insert your hook, pull thread through, slip stitch, chain is attached. 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Skip next picot and find this one, insert your hook and slip stitch to attach the chain, and chain 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this one goes into that third single crochet into the corner, again attached with slip stitch. So do this all around. Here are my last 7 chains. Going to slip stitch into that first stitch I started with to finish that round. The last round we're going to now single stitch into those chain spaces here. First thing, into that side 7 chain space, we're gonna first single crochet 3 times, 2 and 3, and then we need to do a picot, 1, 2, 3 chains, slip stitch into the loops of last single crochet, and then single crochet 2 and to your second picot, 2, 3, and slip stitch through here, and finish this part with 3 single crochets, 2, 3. Now comes the corner part. Into the 9 chain space we need to single crochet first 3 times, 2, 3, picot, two single crochets, second picot, two single crochets, and third picot, and finish the corner part with 3 single crochets, 2, 3, And then we continue the side, the 7 chain space. We do 3 single crochets, 1 picot, then 2 single crochets, second picot, and again 3 single crochets. So do this until you reach the second corner. And now with that second corner, we're going to start attaching this square to our main piece. So first we still do our 3 single crochets. We do our first picot. We do 2 single crochets. Here, I lost it there. Okay, 2 single crochets. Second picot. 2 single crochets. And the third picot is going to be the one to attach to our main piece. And I want to show now 2 ways of attaching a square. First one is to attach one edge. When you start a new row, you attach this way. And then second is when you continue with your row and you attach the square here, you have to do the 2 edges. So let's do the first one here, 1 edge. So I'm at my corner loop, did 3 single crochet stitches, 1 picot, 2 single crochets, second picot, 2 single crochets, and the third picot we can start attaching. So we need to first chain 1 and then find the picot on our main piece to attach it to. So I want to find the corner loop and this picot here, and I'm going to place my squares the wrong side facing each other. And now I'm gonna just insert my hook through the picot on the main piece, pull my yarn through, and also pull it through my loop on hook. So that's gonna count as my second chain of this picot. At the same time, I attach it to the second square. And then I need to chain 1 more and finish my picot with the slip stitch as before, and finish my corner loop with 3 single crochets and continue with the second chain, single crochet 3 times in it. Start the first picot with 1 chain, and now find the next picot on your main piece. It's this one here. Insert your hook through it, pull your thread through the picot and also through the loop on hook. That's gonna count as your second chain of this picot, and chain 1 more, and now you can finish the picot and just slip stitch through the single crochet. Next we need to do the 2 single crochets and attach the second picot. Again, do the first chain, find next picot on the main piece, insert hook, pull your thread through and also pull it through the loop unhook, chain one more, and slip stitch through the single crochet, and this one is attached, and 3 more single crochets to finish this space. And then do the same on the second 7 chain space, single crochet 3, start picot with 1 chain, find the next picot on main piece, insert through, pull thread, and do 1 more chain and slip stitch through single crochet here, single crochet 2, next attaching picot, three more single crochets, 2, 3, and we're now at the second corner that we start also with 3 single crochets. To the picot, the first picot we will attach to the next picot, which is the corresponding picot on the other square. Insert through, pull through, 1 more chain, slip stitch, and then 2 single crochets, second picot of the corner, and then you just continue crocheting your edge as before. You have to do 2 more single crochets, the third picot of the corner, and 3 single crochets to finish. And then you just do rest of your edge as before. And the second attachment is gonna be the 2 edges. We need to do the corner, so this one is gonna go here. We have to do start here, finish here. Again, I'm at my corner here, did 2 single crochets, chain 1, and then find the picot on the main piece, which is this one, on a corner loop. Again, facing the squares wrong sides together, I'm going to insert my hook through the picot on main piece, pull through the thread, pull it through my loop on hook as well, and make 1 more chain and finish my picot with slip stitch. And now repeat all through across this edge as we did just before until you reach the corner here. And now let's do the corner together. Start with your 3 single crochets into 9 chain space. Start first picot. Find the picot on main piece, insert hook through, pull thread through, 1 more chain, and slip stitch into last single crochet. Now single crochet 2, and the middle picot we're just gonna do without attaching, then 2 more single crochets, and the third picot we're gonna attach to our second piece. So all of these edge picots are gonna be unworked. This one, this one, this one. The middle picots are going to be unworked, and I need to find the edge picot on this corner loop on my main piece and insert through here and attach same way before. Finish this corner loop with 3 single crochets and see now. So all of these middle picots are here, and all of the surrounding picots, edge picots, are attached. And then we continue with the edge, same way as before. 3 single crochets first, chain 1, and start your attaching picot. Find the next picot on main piece, insert through, 1 more chain, and slip stitch, two more single crochets, and second attaching picot, three single crochets, And this was the last picot to attach. It was the first picot on a corner loop. The second one, then I did 2 single crochets. Second picot is just gonna be on its own. 2 single crochets. And third picot. And 3 more single crochets. And then just finish that very last 7 chain space, 3 single crochets, picot, two single crochets, second picot, and last 3 single crochets. And we can now slip stitch into the first single crochet of this round. Pull your thread through and cut off the yarn thread. Fasten off. There. So you can add as many rows as you prefer. Right now I have 3 here, so keep adding the squares. And the next thing, I'm going to block my table runner. It's gonna look really pretty. And here is my finished Venetian square table runner. So let's see. So I have 7 squares here and 3 times 3, and it's about 20.5 inches long and about 9 inches wide, because yeah, one of the squares measures about 3 inches. So I blocked it, and you should definitely try that, because it's gonna give this table runner the best shape. And thank you so much for watching. I'm so glad you joined me for my anniversary video tutorial. I will have written pattern on my website. Let me know if you have any questions, and happy crocheting!